Alright, time for some shadow boxing? No. I mean, that's almost a pun if you stretch the definition, but we're fighting an actual opponent, not shadow boxing. Maybe next time. Alright, so I guess we're in some sort of bizarre lava sewer. That's a rude trick right there. And today we'll be fighting a ninja, so I guess that explains the rude trick. So, those little hoppy enemies right there, they're obnoxious to hit until they jump, but at that point, they might hit ya. And, oh boy, you know that whistle. Thankfully, though, this is a far easier Breakman battle, because now we have flat terrain again, so it's just a matter of slide under him when he jumps, because you know when he's going to jump, because it's all the time. He doesn't stop jumping, he's just jumping all day every day. And yeah, provided he's jumping, which he is at all times, you can avoid his shots. I guess that battle's here just to teach you about sliding, because if you try to dodge him via jumping, you're gonna get hit, so who knows, maybe the Breakman battle is just a very extended tutorial that could apply to a bunch of different stages. Okay, so, Magnet Missile rather, is good for this stage, because it will home in on those weird space things. I wouldn't waste Magnet Missile on the grenade enemies, you can just shoot them easy enough, but yeah, the weird space hologram thingamajigs, not only do they hide the actual layout of the level without actually changing it, because the platforms are still there, they also drag you very slowly towards them, so thankfully there's no, like, platforming section around here, or at least one that's lethal, but of course that could change at any time, and when it does, well, those things could actually send you careening, well, I was gonna say careening into a pit, but it's a little fast for what's actually going on. It will slide you gently towards a pit, and you might die if you're not careful. Ooh, and yep, I'll take that. I guess they knew you were gonna use Magnet Missile for this, because it's good for it. That being said, though, the jumpy enemies, I didn't mention it before, but the Needle Cannon is actually good for them. But yeah, Needle Cannon is my favorite weapon we've gotten thus far. Magnet Missile is good, but it doesn't have a lot of ammunition. Needle Cannon's got a whole lot of ammunition, and as I said before, it can be used as a machine gun. So yeah, it's actually pretty useful like that. Of course, it's fairly basic overall, you know. It's a machine gun, but it just fires straight forward, so maybe that's a little boring to some, but I appreciate it. And did I mention it has good ammunition? It's probably not one of the most powerful weapons to offset that a bit, but god, it's really good having a weapon that just won't run out. Alright, so, Shadow Man, he's annoying because you can never really figure out what he's going to do, and he does move very quickly. He will either slide or throw that exact pattern of shurikens. Now, thankfully, this is a boss without a homing shot for once, but even still, it's one of the more annoying ones, just because you can jump over the shurikens, but you can also slide under them as well, and that might be a little less risky, but if you predict what he's going to do incorrectly, he's going to slide into you, and you might slide into him, and even if you do jump the shurikens, the timing between the shuriken throw and his slide is way different, so you do actually have to be prepared for different attacks no matter how you dodge. Even if you jump consistently, you might jump incorrectly, and I don't appreciate that. And for defeating Shadow Man, we get the Shadow Blade, which is basically the metal blade of this game. It's a little less broken because you can only throw it in so many directions, but it still has some pretty good ammunition on it. We also got Rush Marine, which is, useful 3 times. Wait, the episode can't end. I gotta make a pun. Shadow.